Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy, and before I get into this video, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been on my channel, watched my previous random videos and engaged in them. Hopefully this year I get to make more of those videos. I plan to make one once every week, so hopefully you guys can join me on that. So this video is going to be on 8 top tips you need to know if you plan on visiting Zanzibar. I hope you guys find this video engaging as well as exciting. So I'm going to be using my iPad to guide me on the 8 tips because I might just sort of trail off. So number 1 is travel. There's 2 ways that you can get to Zanzibar. You can either get on a boat or you can get a flight there. Either mode of transport is very safe. Obviously flight takes a shorter length of time in terms of travel. From Dar es Salaam it takes about 15 minutes, and if you're on a boat it takes about an hour. I was pleasantly surprised with the ferry service that I got there. It was about $35, which I think is quite affordable, and then on top of that you also get the scenery as well as just being on the Indian Ocean. So I found that mode of transport to be really good, so definitely consider that. Obviously there's so many different reasons why you might want to get either mode of transport. Just keep Number 2 is travel when you actually get to Zanzibar. So you can either get in a taxi, you can rent a car, you can rent a motorcycle, or you can use buses. When you first arrive there, it's probably best to get in a taxi to your destination and then figuring out how you want to get around. If you're going to be staying around Stone Town, it's probably best to just walk around. Everything is in close proximity. Whereas if you are going to say Kendwa Beach, you probably want to either rent a car, get a taxi, or rent a motorcycle. I wouldn't recommend going around on buses because the service isn't really reliable, and on top of it, buses don't go to so many places that tourists might want to visit. Number 3 is internet connection. Now, depending on what you want to use the internet for, you can either use your phone or you can use your laptop. But if you're coming from a developed country, you're probably going to be slightly disappointed because I would say internet there is sort of middle of the road. So really fast, reliable internet you would get in a hotel. And you can get internet when you're up and about through your phone, but it wouldn't be great. So say if you needed to watch a video, you needed internet for gaming, or you needed internet for Skyping, you probably won't be able to get great connection on your phone. The best would be to use it in a hotel. If you need it for keeping in touch on social media and WhatsApp, then phone is a good idea. Also, while I'm on, I think a good way of keeping your costs down as well is buying a local SIM card and then using internet connection through that. So number 4 is language. Now when you get there, it's probably going to hit you that people will speak Swahili or English or both, and when you get to the ports and things, a lot of people will speak English as well as upscale restaurants and hotels. But say in the markets or Forodhani in the evening, which I'm going to talk about, people won't usually speak English, so you might need to get a little phrase book with you and just know some basic phrases. A lot of people say in markets will say karibuni, which means welcome. You would probably need to know other phrases like habari yako, mambo, and asante, which is thank you. I think it's always a good idea to sort of engage with locals in their local language when you're visiting any place really, so definitely make an effort in that sense. Number 5 is Forodhani, and Forodhani is actually a square in Stone Town, and what happens in the evening is that food vendors will come over and make local foods for people to have in the streets. So it's like street food in the square, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I think when you go to Forodhani in the evening, you really get a sense of the food culture that exists in Tanzania, and especially Zanzibar, where you've got a vibrant mix of sort of Indian as well as local sourced food. Number 6 is open sitting places. I was pleasantly surprised again with Zanzibar, because I found that a lot of places, say if you didn't want to sit at the beach, or you didn't want to sit in your hotel all day, or you didn't want to sit at a bar, there's so many other places that you can go and just sit and relax and not feel awkward. Whereas a lot of African countries, it's really difficult for you to sort of go and sit in an open space and not look really awkward. So that's something that I really appreciated Zanzibar for. And I don't know whether it's because it's quite a touristy place, so maybe that's why they have that provision, but that is something that is open for you if you wanted to do that. Number 7 is trash cans. Unfortunately, when you get to Zanzibar, you will notice that there are not that many trash cans around the place or around the city. So you would probably have to go around looking for trash cans to put your rubbish in. So just be mindful as well. Just make sure that you have a little bag or something that you can put your rubbish in, and then when you go to, say, a restaurant or your hotel, you can throw your rubbish. Number 8 is on dress code, and you probably know this already, but Zanzibar is, I think, about 80% Muslim, so most people there would prefer that you dress conservatively, whatever that means to you. Just make sure that you bear that in mind when you're there, especially if you're going through markets and things. It's probably not a great idea to turn up at a market in bum shorts or something like that. So just be mindful of the culture there and dress slightly conservatively. You just draw less attention to yourself and also have a better experience of the city walking around and doing whatever else you're doing. So guys, there you have it. Those are my 8 top tips to visiting Zanzibar. I hope you guys found this informative and helpful. If anyone has any other tips that you would like to add to this, definitely put it in the comment section below, and anything else to add, let me know. I would love to hear your experiences of Zanzibar as well, and I hope you have a wonderful time traveling. Take care. Bye.